All right, welcome to Dreaming in Jammies, Tuesday night, April 14th.
I love it.
Now take it away, Cece.
Thanks so much for being on, ladies. We appreciate you gathering with us this fabulous Tuesday evening. It was randomly snowing here today. That was weird. Rhonda loves the cold. She's crazy. But we really appreciated gathering in these more intimate settings just to be able to share a little bit about what Mary Kay is doing for the women of 2020 and how we align with what women are looking for in 2020. So we do appreciate you guys joining us and just hearing a little bit more of our stories and how we can serve you better, or even just learn a little bit more about what we do. We do ask if you do need to step away for any reason, it's all good. Just turn your video off just so that we can be keeping us two squirrels on track. And just continuing to move things along here this evening because we have just a short time together. So, all right, awesome. So with that, I am super excited to have my mom share. Hey, Megan, my mom share real quick, and then I'll share a bit more. We'll hear from our consultants and, of course, answer any questions that you guys may have for us at the end as well. So without further ado, Mom, take it away.
Okay, all right. So Cece shared the housekeeping information for you, and I'm going to share the letters A, B, C, okay? And this is for Bree and Sandy and Crystal. So first of all, we're not trying to recruit you through the computer screen, just so you know, okay? So this is information for you to have about Mary Kay, about our beauty consultants that you get to hear from. My beautiful mother is on this call as well. She's actually to my left. There she is right there. It's going to be really funny on the recording. Amanda's pointing down to her. Cece's pointing to the right.
So, he's that way for me.
Okay, great. Okay, so on the recording, it's this lady right here. Okay, the lady in red. Okay, I'm really glad she's on tonight too. So this is just information for you. These are great stories. And whether or not this is something that you would ever choose to do, we really would love for you to just have this information. And let's be honest, what are you doing tonight anyway? Right? Like Bree is pregnant and uncomfortable, so she's like, fine, can you just make me smile for a little minute? Yes. Yes, we can. Yes. Okay. So here's the letters A, B, C. So when we're all done chatting, like Cece said, you're going to hear from us. You're going to hear from these beauty consultants. You'll also be able to ask questions. At the very end, we're going to ask you for one of three letters, A, B, or C. I will tell you at the end what A, B, or C means. Just want you to know that at the end, I'm going to ask you that. Sound good? Okay. My assignment tonight is actually to share with you a real life story of something that just happened to somebody, because we know right now that we're in a temporary circumstance, right? We also know that this is not anything that we've ever been through, particularly like this before. There is an end in sight. It's not going to last. You know, you'll get to have your baby, Bree, and things will be, pretty much back to normal. Yeah. All right. Or new normal, as it might turn out to be, right? And so in this temporary circumstance, real life is still happening. Bree is pregnant. That has nothing to do with what's going on in the world, right? And she needs to have her baby. So my story actually is about two little babies. So real life is still happening in the world. And I had a friend, Deanna, give me a call this morning. And Deanna is a really good friend and a really good client. She buys a lot of skincare for herself and her 18-year-old daughter. And she and I met years ago. Our sons played football together. So Mary Kay, we're all about relationships and this actual connection, which is why we don't just want to do auditory right now. It's why we want to see you, so you can see us, see what we're all about. So we created this relationship a long time ago, and she called me and said, she said, my friend Tracy, do you know Tracy? Lives in the Falls with me. I said, I'm not familiar. She said, well, she works with a gal, so-and-so, whose sister, Cassidy, her house just burnt down. And I was like, what? And she said, yeah, her and her fiance She's a nurse. The girl, Cassidy, is a nurse. She and her fiance were in the hospital having baby twin girls who are happy and wonderful. And their house burnt down while they were at the hospital. And they lost their family pets too. So they lost their home, their stuff, their beloved pets while they're in the hospital with this blessings of these beautiful children. This has nothing to do with what's going on in the world right now, right? This is real life. Real life is happening to people. So she called me and she said they put a GoFundMe thing together. And then because I know the family, she said there's a huge like Google Doc of everything that they need and people are filling it in. And she said personal care items, makeup and skincare is actually on her list. And you were the first person I thought of. And I wanted to know if you could help me. I said, yeah, I'm all over it. So she said, I was wondering if you would give me some skincare and some basic makeup at your cost. And if there's anything else that you could throw in. I said, I would be honored to give it to you for my cost. So she's going to get some skincare and a basic makeup look. And I'm throwing in, also because she is a nurse, our fabulous satin hand set, which takes really great care of your hands, particularly those really rough and sanitized hands whose skin is falling off. Our satin hand set is 3 products that are just fabulous for repair, and an essential product that we're actually selling right now. So I said, I'll give you that from me, just that satin hands gift, that $36 gift from me, and then I'll put together products. So we're putting together a $200 order for her, and I'm going to give it to her at my cost. So we get it at 50%. So I'm going to give it to her for $100, and she's going to present her with $236 worth of Mary Kay and personal care products to help them in their real life situation right now. And these are the types of things that we get to do. It's my absolute honor to do it and help her with her family and her brand new babies. I mean, like you don't have enough to worry about when you have a brand new newborn, right? And they have 2 newborns and no place to live. So as of right now, the GoFundMe thing actually has 50% of it is already almost 50%. They're $50,000 is their goal. And they put it out there on like Sunday or Monday, and it's like 25,000 already. Yeah. And there's a personal Facebook group. And then of course we know the world's not that big, right? So when my friend Deanna sent me the GoFundMe link so I could actually see the people, the girl Cassidy whose home burnt down, she and I have a mutual friend. So the world's not that big. So I reached out to our mutual friend and I said, hey, did you know this happened? And I said, my friend called me to ask me to donate some products for her. And she said, I do know her. She's really sweet. And I said, well, share it, pass it along. And I thought, how great, because of the relationship I have with my friend Deanna and the relationship that she has with people, I could use my business to help this woman feel better right now. And then our mutual friend that I was talking to, her sister has an earring business. I'm going to reach out to the sister and see if she'll donate some earrings for her too. Because earrings doesn't seem like a big deal until you don't have any. And you're going to look for some, and you want maybe have a date with your husband, or maybe they just want to take a nice picture with their babies, and she won't have anything. So I'm going to ask her to donate some earrings too. And then I'm just going to keep thinking of people I can think of to help these people out. So that has nothing to do with our current temporary circumstances, but everything to do with relationships and what we can offer women. And when you look better, you feel better. That's just a thing I didn't make up. Like that's a thing. When you look better, you feel better. And you all smiled, and you know that that is true, right? I mean, my friend Deanna asked me, she's like, so how's business right now? And I'm like, well, great. You're washing your face, right? And she said, well, of course. And I said, well, I sold you the cleanser and you're washing your face. So business is great, because virus or no virus, people are still taking care of themselves. And I said, they might not leave for work. I said, but if they do, they want to look nice, or they want to look nice at home too. And she goes, oh yeah. She goes, I volunteered at the polls last week and I wore makeup every day that I went. I said, well, I guess you answered your own question on how my business is going then. And she's like, oh yeah. And then led into why she called me. And I thought, what a honor and what a privilege. I was so glad she called me. And she goes, oh, of course, put your card and all of that in there. And I'm thinking, that's not why I'm doing it. That's not why I donate stuff. I just want to make a difference. I'm just, making a little difference for this family. And then another thing that I want to share real quick is I have a new friend, Emily. So one of the things that we want to impart on all of you, our current beauty consultants, our new beauty consultants, and our guests, is that Mary Kay is relevant and always has been. And currently how we're relevant is with our temporary circumstance. Have you guys had any connections with people you would not have had any connection with if it wasn't for the virus? Like you either have new friends or conversations that you've had with people, maybe that you wouldn't have had if it wasn't for this. Sandy, not so much. Okay, and the rest
No,
of you? Okay.
not for me.
Okay, so I have a new friend named Emily that has the same weirdo sense of humor that I do. And how we met is on someone else's page. Our mutual friend said, I know this is serious and I know people are sick and there's a lot of things happening. Can we just please make a page of funny stuff? Post your funny meme here. So it's all funny memes, okay? This girl, Emily, and I think this is the same funny stuff. Like we're going back and forth. Now we're like commenting on our humor. We're commenting on each other's funny thing. Then we start messaging each other. Then we became friends on Facebook. Then I'm messaging her and I'm like, you might as well give me your phone number now because I'm pretty sure we're actual real friends now. I think we're actually best friends now. She immediately gives me her number. We're cracking up. Now we've sent each other a million pictures. Like we just have this awkward, funny humor, right? Now today, and a couple days ago, I texted her. I'm like, we need to do coffee. Like, I just at least want my face on, but my house will probably be a mess. But can I just like look human for you? She's like, sure. Today, 10:45 her time, 1:45 my time, out of the blue. She goes, hey, my 4-year-old's on her Zoom class. She's in a preschool class. Got coffee? And I'm like, yes, call me. So I'm like making more coffee so that she calls me and I got the cup, I got the cup. We started chatting. This is our first real conversation. We talked for half an hour, at least a half an hour. I got to meet her daughter in real life then. I got to meet her husband. She lives in LA. I heard great things about her family and her. And finally I said, I have to go and I'm really sorry. And she goes, no, I got to go too. And I actually invited her to be on the call tonight because I said, I'd really love for you to meet my daughter. She said, I'd love to meet your daughter. I said, but they're 2 hours back. So it's bath time, dinner time, and whatever. And she's going to watch the playback. And I'm really excited too that since my mommy's on here, she gets to meet my mommy tonight too. And if it wasn't for the temporary circumstance, I wouldn't have met her on here. And if it wasn't for Mary Kay, because of the confidence that I have gained in this business, I wouldn't have even had the confidence to say, can we talk? But because of the confidence that I've gained in my business in the last 23 years, I was confident enough to talk to her in real life. Emily, I can't wait for you to watch this. And I thought, there's so many great blessings that are coming from this right now. And how Mary Kay is relevant is we are about the relationships. So each one of you, Bree and Crystal have a relationship with Amanda. Sandy, you have obviously a relationship with Rhonda. And me and Cece. Well, I went like this. I don't know if that's where Cece is on your screen. That's where she is on mine. Okay. So, we are about the relationships. And I was actually sharing with Emily today that I said, we're not an online company that is now like doing like social media. I said, we're a relationship company that has always been about relationships that is now just doing more social media and more online sales. We're not some online predators that are looking to, scam on people, right? We are relationship builders and get to do things like this, like dreaming in jammies with fancy earrings on. I probably don't wear these to bed. I don't wear these to bed.
Some days.
Maybe. Yeah. So since we're about the relationships, that's why we wanted to see your face, because it's hard to impart this over a telephone call. A lot easier to impart when you can see us and see the people and see the three Jens, the daughter and the mom, or wherever they are on your screen. Now my mom's Mom, are you doing the hand jive there? I think so. She's pointing at where we are. Okay. I love it. I love it. Okay. So those were the two things, the two really neat things that I wanted to share with you is what we're able to do to donate and to help people that need it. And then making friends under unusual circumstances and how we can be blessings in their life.
That is awesome. So what I love, you guys, about this we are continuing to meet weekly doing these types of calls. And what happens is something exactly like that, where a call comes in that day and it's something so wonderful that we get to share with you guys. So I am so glad that happened, Mom, and I can't wait to hear how that goes. That's so cool. I think you brought some people to tears with that story. Oh my gosh. Okay, so in regards as well to relevancy, and people are, being kind and asking us about our businesses, it's so true that we continue to remain right in front of our customers. And I just want to share with you guys a post that has been going around with some of our leaders in Mary Kay, our national sales directors, who are obviously really well respected and have worked super hard to get to where they are. So we have a great friend named Jill, and she is one of them. And so I just want to share this post with you because I think it is really, really neat to just hear this. So the post says this: "So how's business with all that's happening right now? I've been getting asked this a lot, so let me tell you straight up how it's going. Ever hear of the lipstick effect? It's a proven theory that in times of crisis or economic downturn, beauty items remain unaffected. You've probably seen it in friends talking about their roots and waiting for their hair salon to open, husbands wrapping their wife's nails in foil in an attempt to soak off their manicure, entire families doing face masks, customers wanting something fun, new color, new masks, etc. So what makes Mary Kay different from all the other companies out there? How have we managed not just to survive, but thrive in good times and bad? Having a Mary Kay business is no different than owning your own brick and mortar store. It's like having your own product that is sold in the Target beauty aisle or Nordstrom makeup counter, except your store is at your house. Being a Mary Kay customer is no different than shopping at your favorite retail store, except that you're supporting a small business instead of a big corporation. As a Mary Kay girl, I don't have to sign up everyone that I know in order to be successful. You can buy a lipstick from me once a year or once a day. It's up to you. You never have to be on auto ship, get a membership, or sign up as a distributor. We have been in business for 56 years. So I'd say that means we know a thing or two about owning a legitimate business. We wouldn't have lasted this long if we didn't. The government came to Mary Kay US to ask us to make hand sanitizers for a reason. So that's my long-winded answer to that question. Skincare, makeup, and people is my business, and business is good. Isn't that great?
Yes.
I love that. I just thought that really brought out the essence of who we be and who we are. And exactly like my mom said in the beginning, you guys, our MO is not to recruit people from Zoom calls, right? So this is an opportunity to just share some ideas and share some thoughts with you, and that's definitely what we want to impart. Something else that I want to make sure that I mention is what's so cool is even in these digital ages and working so closely with close friends and close family, Exhibit A and Exhibit B. Now I'm in the middle. I don't know where you guys are on my mom's screen. I think maybe you're both one way. Okay. But having the opportunity to work with family, not only do we get to learn and grow together, but we constantly have new circles around us. So when I joined when I was 18, my mom and grandmother have already been in the business 20 some years, almost 20 years. So it was exciting for me to be able to venture out and meet, a different side of family, boyfriend's family, new circles and new connections that they wouldn't even necessarily know. They already had my aunts and cousins covered, so I didn't even have to worry about them. So it's really neat to be able to expand further from that. We love, especially with Megan. Actually, we have another mother-daughter team on right now, which is awesome. Megan and her mom is on her team as well. And she just recruited another fabulous friend of hers. So Megan is on, and I'm sure Megan agrees too. Like, it's so fun because you know people that she doesn't know. And between the two of you, you've got the whole family covered, right? So it's so fun to kind of find those, like, oh, you take care of Aunt Shelly, I'll take care of Aunt Katie, we're good to go. So it's just really fun to be able to find those people that you can continue to connect with and share with out of different circles of influence as well. So Mary Kay just really continues to surprise us in these times as well, and continues to show up for us too. So we just want to really impart on you guys that we appreciate you. And I think both Bree and Crystal were, and for sure Megan and Amanda were on my live party last Friday, which was so much fun.
Yes.
And just like the interaction and the comments, I think both of you guys won goodies. Did you get your goodies from me yet? Did you get them? Not quite.
I got it. I just didn't open it because I've been at work all day.
Very good, Bree. Well, you'll appreciate when you can open it and you can ask Amanda about the little fun goodies in there. But yeah, so cool that we just be able to, interact with you guys and treat you to some special things that you may not be able to do otherwise. And with both of you being out of state or a little bit out of our way anyway, to be able to send you some packages in snail mail and still make you feel good. So you can know that Mary Kay Mary Kay Corporate is just backing us up all the way, doing everything that they can to, impart on you guys how important our communities are, and the distribution of the hand sanitizers in the Baylor area, Texas, state hospitals, absolutely amazing. I don't know any other cosmetic companies that are doing that type of work. And the fact that we have the flexibility of our business to sprinkle it in as we can here and there, and the opportunity during this time to kick it up into gear and be able to call our customers and friends and be able to make a couple of extra dollars in these interesting times. So I know that we've really appreciated that, and that's been a huge part of getting through these interesting temporary circumstances together. So love that. Questions or comments on Jill's post? Wasn't that awesome? I just thought it so well encompassed what we were trying to say without being so pointed, right? Like, it was just very well worded, and I just thought how fun to be able to share it with some of our customers too. So glad you guys appreciated that. So Bree, Crystal, and Sandy, do you guys have any specific questions that we can help you answer, or thoughts just as we were kind of talking through things here? I know Bree and Crystal got to learn a little bit more on the party last week, and both of you actually were asking some really great questions. I can certainly refer back to those. But Sandy, or you ladies, is there anything that you've been wondering about? Or you're like, oh, like I saw Rhonda do that. Like, what's that about? Crystal is listening on her drive. She will follow up. Great. Okay, great. So is there anything that I can answer for you ladies that you can think of right now?
I actually have a question about when you were talking about the hand sanitizer. Is that something that they're going to promote as part of their own business line or product line, or is that just something now temporary because of all the COVID that they're just, making like how X amount of sanitizers to distribute?
Yeah, that's a great question, Sandy. At this point, what we do know is that they are currently just being used for the frontline workers, and distribution, I believe, is still happening. So we got a ton of ingredients to be able to make many, 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 many thousands of bottles to be able to distribute. So as far as I can tell right now, it's just for this unique situation and just being able to serve. And they kind of made a joke when they released it, because they say it's certainly not one of our prettiest products. The label's very simple, just has our name on it and exactly what it is, that it's an antibacterial, sanitizer. But we really don't know. So we can definitely keep you in the loop of that as that information comes out. But right now it's just kind of serving those frontline workers in the area. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like, when you were talking about how everything's kind of changing the dynamic of your circles and the people that you're talking with, what an outstanding way, I guess, for Mary Kay to get out there also for hand sanitizer for your frontline workers. I think that's pretty outstanding. And I would think if they're smart, that might be really great advertising for later on down the road if they did end up making hand sanitizer. That would just be another awesome product that they could sell, or you could sell.
Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly. And there's certainly been a lot of comments like that. Everyone's like, oh, will this become regular line? And we don't know. But for now, obviously they've answered the call, and it's really cool. The Baylor Healthcare Systems Facebook page actually did a really beautiful marketing type video of us delivering the products and kind of starting to open the boxes, counting them. It's, you know, it's kind of corporate, but it's really beautifully done. And I think, Mom, did you just recently share that to your Facebook, that video?
Yeah. The
Okay.
university. Mm-hmm.
What's that?
It's the university hospital thing. It's got a very long name.
Baylor.
It's got a long name, but you can go to my Facebook page and see it. Yeah, Lisa.
Yeah. So it's just really neat. So the actual Baylor system did the video. Like they didn't. I was kind of looking. I was like, oh, like did we do this marketing video with Baylor? Like that's really smart. And it wasn't. It was Baylor's video that Mary Kay had shared. So I thought that was really neat. So the word is definitely getting around, and we're really grateful for that, because obviously that's something that's not to be not to be looked over. Super, super important, especially in these times. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Love if
how many? Oh, I'm sorry. How many were they commissioned to do? Like an X amount, or maybe you don't know that number, but just curious.
I don't know the number, but they were 100% donated.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
wow.
Do you know about a company, you know, that you can be so proud of, that pivots and took the opportunity to put all of our products on hold to be able to open and answer the call? Like no one's even knocking on our door, and we're like, wait, we have a brand new $100 million facility, $100 million manufacturing facility here in the Dallas area. What can we do? And we even had purchased some of the ingredients before they even gave us the go ahead, because we were so confident that they were going to allow us to do it. So yeah,
wow.
April 25th or 26th, we were told that it was going to happen.
March.
I'm sorry, March. Thank you, Cece.
Yeah.
March 25th or 26th, we were told. And then they said that on that date that their goal was by April 1st to be in manufacturing and by the 3rd to release it. On the 2nd, Dallas County Fire and Rescue had already posted on their Instagram and on Facebook that they'd already received it.
Wow. That's really cool.
Yeah, right? So to be able to take our company and strictly manufacture for the world pandemic right now, and to be able to donate 100% to the largest hospital system, not-for-profit hospital system in the state of Dallas, in the state of Texas, is pretty phenomenal. So those are the types of things that why we also love to do these calls, so that you know these things, so that you know that the product that you're proudly wearing, the company that you're representing, these are the types of things that we're doing. And I love that you asked that. Thank you, Sandy. I love that you asked that, because you're like the 10th one of these. We've done 4 of these. You're like the 10th one to ask. So if you're the 10th one to ask in a handful of these, there are probably thousands of people that have asked. So I can't wait to find out. I hope it's yes.
Yeah.
I hope it's yes. Yeah, I hope.
And everyone like that we're hearing, they say it smells good too, because of course it does. So
that's in that video. Yeah, she's like, it smells good.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Good.
Awesome.
Doesn't smell like a hospital. I would really love if Megan and Amanda could. Yes, Amanda said she's had people ask her too. Megan and Amanda, I would just love if you guys could do what we did a couple weeks ago, since you guys are so new, and just share how long you've been in Mary Kay. Now I'm looking like this because I'm looking down, because Megan is down here and Amanda's over here, which when you see the playback will make sense to you. If Megan and Amanda could share a little bit about your journey, and specifically what this company or what this opportunity has meant to you, since you're both so new. What have you found that has surprised you, and what this has meant to you since you started? And let our guests know exactly how long you've been in. I'm going to go to Megan and then Amanda, okay?
Hi.
Hi.
So I joined in this end of December, and so just a newly participant in the business. And at first I was kind of skeptical and unsure, but Cece has been really great through the whole experience of providing me feedback and supporting me all the time, and so is Lisa. So when we can go back to having our Monday night meetings, you guys should really consider coming, because that really sold me on wanting to come back and do more. So I really enjoyed that a lot, part of being in Mary Kay. And then just being a part of this business has really made my confidence boost up a lot, with teaching me positivity in my life and thinking differently, and which we've learned in our Mary Kay meetings, and just like thinking things through of putting it into a positive mindset. And even I was talking to one of my friends the other day about a job, and I'm going to decline it, but due to different opportunities. And she's like, you just have a really great mindset towards it. And it was really nice hearing that, because I feel like I wouldn't have heard that like a year ago. So just like seeing that other people are noticing a change in just like my personality and my positivity, and just being a part of this and around like the positive people and being able to do this weekly is really helped. And that's honestly one of the things that I really enjoy of being a part of Mary Kay. Still working on building an inventory and getting sales. So I'm working on that, and I'm trying to make goals for myself. So it's just like the little victories that I'm kind of taking right now to become successful, so that I can keep learning and moving forward. Yeah, that's pretty much, I want to say, my story.
Awesome. Yay. The
Thank
love.
you.
We're sending you the love, Megan. Thank you. Thank you, Megan. That was really good. Thank you. Appreciate you
Thank you.
sharing. Amanda.
Hello. I had to change my Siri into my brother's room. There's 2 toddlers running around out there. I figured you guys didn't want to hear them screaming. So just ignore the toys and whatnot.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so I've been in Mary Kay since January now. As some of you, if not most of you, have known, though, that I have used the product since I was 3, because I would always steal it from my mom. And so yeah, one of my favorite things through Mary Kay, which, I mean, obviously this whole pandemic was totally unforeseen, but it's given me such a positive group to fall back on. So it's super easy right now to be super negative. Single mom here, laid off from her job, super, super worried about where's money gonna come from. And kind of like Megan said, that through all this, like, it pushed me out of my comfort zone. So when I was like, oh, Mary Kay parties, I work with kids and people, but I don't do groups, and okay, I don't know how great this is going to be. But in a way, like, this virus has kind of been a secret blessing, because it's opened up the virtual world. And I just had a party on Saturday, a virtual party, and brought in over $300 in that party. And so that itself has boosted my confidence and has also given me a little bit of the financial peace for my son and myself during this time. So it's pushed me to continue to do more. I have another party on Saturday. And then whenever I am kind of getting in my own head, because that's what I do best, Cece's always there to pull me out, which is more than any commission could ever do for me. So I really appreciate that. Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
Thanks.
So proud of you. So proud of you. So proud of you. Single moms unite.
Yes. When that order came in this morning, I screamed, and Vance was like, Mama, what's wrong? I'm nothing. I'm so happy we're fine.
Oh my gosh. Yes, your head is a dark, scary neighborhood, and you should not go there alone.
Yes. Sure.
Anyone ever.
For sure.
Don't go there by yourself. Yeah.
And it's just been so helpful for me to be like, hey, Cece, these are the I'm having bad mom thoughts. Like, tell me I'm great. And that's like what she does.
I'm
And
here for it.
I mean, I think, and not even I think, like, I know that just that friendship and relationship that I'm building with everybody here is more important and far more valuable than the commission itself. And then going off too of the whole virus being a blessing. I mean, right, I'm in Beloit, so pretty far from Menomonee Falls. So this has helped me go to the Monday meetings and be able to see faces and things like that. So that's been really helpful too.
Yes. Otherwise, I wouldn't get to know you as well as I have.
Yes.
I love it. And okay, so props for Amanda, because she always comes on early because she's also in school. So she comes on early so she's ready so that if she gets distracted with school, she remembers her computer's on. So I come on early to make sure I got the right light and the right whatever, and make sure if any of you come on early, you're not by yourself. So Amanda and I have had great conversations long before anyone has come on, because she and I are on really early. Yes, Rhonda, she is Amanda Lynn from Facebook. That is
yes.
her. Yes. Yes. Yes.
I love it.
Amanda, you've got quite the following. Rhonda gets a kick out of your Vance stories.
Yeah, he's something else, that's for sure.
Your stories are fabulous. Seriously.
And those are just the ones I share. Like, you should see the ones that I choose not to share.
Bree is like, oh yeah.
Yeah, Bree hasn't seen him since how about 1 year old, Bree?
Aww.
Yeah, so it's been a while, but even back then he was sassy. Always been sassy, but I mean.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Love it. It's so great. It's so great, Amanda. Okay, I think, am I the wrap up now, Cece? Is that if we're on track?
Yep, if we answered our gals' questions, I think, like I had said, Crystal had some great questions for me Friday night at the party, and I know Bree asked some as well. So if our guests are good with questions, we can definitely go ahead and wrap it up.
Okay, great. Because it's 7:42 and we try and stay on task. We try so hard to stay on task. We don't really know what I was talking to someone today who gave me this idea to do Dreaming in Jammies, and she said, I gave you the idea. My $1 million sales director friend, Catherine Longley, said, I gave you the idea, but you've got to put the Lisa Mack on it. She said, what works for me isn't necessarily going to be the same for you and your people. So go put your Lisa Mack on it. I'm like, oh, well, we can do that. We can do that. So then lastly, you guys, what I would just like to share is, again, thank you so much for being on here with us. Thank you for being a great support and a great friend to your beauty consultant. That means more to us than anything, is the relationships that you have. And we pray that the relationship continues to blossom as a reason with this business as well. I know I have many friends that I get to see more often because they run out of cleanser and mascara and everything. And so they say, I hate that I'm texting you just for Mary Kay, but can you drop off a cleanser? I'm like, that's music to my ears. You don't have to say you just only wish that it wasn't just cleanser. I said, I will bring your cleanser and a hug and a whatever. Well, when I can bring a hug. But I always tell people, it doesn't matter that that's why you're calling me. That's a great connection for us. And that's how I stay connected to some of my friends, is I make sure their face is my problem now and not their problem anymore. And then I get to stay connected with them, which has been such a true blessing during all of this. So again, thank you guys so much. We actually, the last thing I wanted to share as I'm closing is, I heard someone say or text, or actually it might have been Jill Davis, Cece, the one that you quoted today, NSD Jill Davis, said, many of you are going to get a stimulus check. What if you considered keeping $100 of it out to start your own home-based business? And I thought, oh, there's a thought, because Mary Kay or otherwise, you guys, a home-based business for $100, a way to start something new, and perhaps the pandemic turns into something that, again, was a blessing that you didn't even realize could be a blessing. And I thought that is interesting. That's an interesting thing to kind of keep in mind, especially if people are thinking that they didn't have $100 or they really need $100. How is not having $100 working for you? Not so good, right? So imagine having $100 anytime you needed it. So that's actually what it costs to start our business, is $100. And if that's something that really interests you, the follow-up phone call that you have with your beauty consultant, she can help answer more of that for you. So back to the letters A, B, and C, okay? A, absolutely, I want to do this. I'm going to use my stimulus check or the money in my back pocket or my credit card or something because I want to be part of these women. Okay, that's A, absolutely, get me started. B is buy me a cup of coffee, which temporarily right now is you make your own coffee and I'll make mine and we'll talk like I did with my friend Emily. That's what we mean right now. But B is usually buy me coffee. This interests me and I just have questions. Still not recruiting you through the computer. I just have questions, okay? And then C is, I really valued this. I would like to remain a great client, C for client. And also I might be able to be a referral source for you, either for clients or people that might also be interested in hearing your dreaming in jammies and wanting to know more about your business. So A, absolutely, get me started for my $100. Let me hang around you people. B, buy me coffee or make my own coffee in my own house, and tell me more. And then C, I'd like to be a great client, but I think I could also give you referral sources as well. Okay, ABC. So Amanda is going to connect with Crystal and Bree. I think Cece, you're going to help with that as well. Sandy, I know Rhonda will reach out to you and I will also connect with you. And again, you all, thank you for being here with us tonight. We greatly appreciate it. Love you, Mommy. Hopefully that's going to look good. Oh, you guys, thank you again so much for your time, and we look forward to seeing you again.
Thanks
Bye.
Good to see you guys.
Great to see you, Sandy. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye.
girl.
Bye.